Hello and welcome! I had two great Des Moines matches and I couldn't decide which one to make a video of, so I figured, why not both? We're on the map Warriors path and my plan is the same as last time. Early on I sit back and relax a little bit to get the match to spread out a little, and then try to find some nooks and crannies to get my fights in, and then eventually if I find myself in a good spot, I will try to take advantage of it. There's a Grozovoy going for the B cap, stopping my Smolan from capping. So I'm gonna go forward a little bit to provide some help for my Smolan. She radars so we can see where the Grozovoy is. She'll probably sit on the edge there, but in case the Grozovoy goes forward, I will be here to catch her. I'm gonna sit here for a little while. It seems an Alsace is coming. She has 380 guns, and Des Moines is 27mm of armor everywhere, which means that I'm not really afraid of the Alsace. If I point my bow towards her, she shouldn't be punishing me. I'm gonna radar, because the Grozovoy had been invisible for a while, and I want to just scare her off. Although I think it's unlikely to happen, you never know, right? Especially if you look at the C-cap, maybe the druid from over there can actually fire at the Grozovoy. Meanwhile, I'll be fighting the Alsace with HE. I would actually go forward and go closer to the Alsace and maybe even ambush the Grozovoy, but the main thing I'm worried about is the Petropavlovsk in the middle, because if she gets my broadside, I am in for a world of hurt, and obviously, if I have to angle against the Alsace, and the Petropavlovsk is on my side, well, one of them is gonna get my broadside, which means that I am gonna be in trouble. Oh, Alsace is making a mistake though. She actually turned closer and is gonna go back the way she came, but this also means that I'm probably gonna get a few more salvos in. And the Moines salvos can hurt. Yep, I mean she went down to 7.5k and has 2 fires now. And took another salvo on top of that. That Alsace is gonna burn down, unless she gets Damacon right now, or a heal. Maybe even a heal actually wouldn't be enough. Oh! Petra actually didn't stay in the middle, she went forward. If she keeps going that way, then yeah, I can push in B now. Because obviously Petra's gonna be behind the island, she won't be able to threaten me in the B cap anymore. And we got the Alsace. Nice. But yeah, the Petropavlovsk leaving her position over there, going there behind the island, is perfect for me, because now I have no threats from my broadside. I mean, there would be a threat by the Yamato obviously, but I'm more worried about the Petropavlovsk, whose shells are really fast, they go really flat, and they have better auto bounce angles. We're definitely gonna jump this Grozovoy here. She's still in the cap, because the cap is locked. Hydra spotted her, and Grozovoy is probably panicking now, because there's an Amalfi and a druid coming from the C-cap. So she's gonna go forward, and then she's gonna get another nasty surprise of a Des Moines at 4 kilometers from her ship, well, less than 4. How are you doing, Grozovoy? I do need to worry a little bit. I think Grozovoy, if she fires AP, she might technically be able to citadel me. Although I think it's unlikely, but it's possible. So, try to avoid that. And we got the Grozovoy out of here. Oh, and an Edinburgh and a Maya are coming. The ship I don't want to fight over there is the Conqueror, but Shimakaze, Maya, and Edinburgh are all absolutely fine ships. And I can do this fight because the Petropavlovsk in the middle is on the other side of the island. She won't be threatening me. Besides, I get to even use this smokescreen here if I really want to. Okay, Maya. Can't fire over the island here yet, I think. Yeah. Should have waited a little bit, I could have fired my shot slightly earlier. And we're also gonna turn away, because Edinburgh is obviously has torpedoes, so it would be dead dangerous. Oh, come on, did I seriously miss the Citadel? Okay, let's go for the Maya then for now, because she's still showing broadside. Well, at least enough side that I can theoretically Citadel. Here I make a huge mistake by Damaconing that fire, because I'm probably gonna eat one of the torps. Yep, I'm gonna eat the torpedo, and I won't have Damacon then. I even stop my ship, or will start going in reverse, and try to have my rudder in neutral in case the torpedo actually knocks out my engine or rudder, right? Oh, Okay, we got the Maya though, and I think we got the Edinburgh too for a double strike.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. We've got 2 of them.
Nice. And all of this is possible because that Petropavlovsk over there is what I would call out of position. Now, I say out of position in the sense that she isn't there to prevent me from doing things. But that doesn't mean, obviously, that she isn't useful for her team, right? It could very well be that Petropavlovsk being over there helps the enemy team do some things that are useful to them. It's just that she doesn't stop me. Because the Petrov was the main thing I was worried about why I didn't do what I just did slightly earlier. Right, to go for the Grozovoi. Okay, the question is, what do I do now? I'm in the middle of the map, it's a bit of a dangerous position, Petrov can radar me, but the only ship really that I should be worried about, if that happened, would be the Alaska. I guess I'm gonna just turn around, because I don't really want to push into a Petrov, Alaska, and then a Yamato. Because their AP could be pretty scary. I also want to make sure that I'm kind of covered from the Yamato, in case she tries to take a shot. I mean, I am 27mm all over, I can absolutely just pop when Yamato gets a lucky salvo. So I think I'm just gonna turn around here and go after the Conqueror and the Shimakaze instead. Because, well, they're taking the sea cap and we kinda want it back. And perhaps I can fight the Conqueror just fine. I can definitely fight the Shimakaze just fine. Oh, I'm spotted. Oh, it's the Alaska. Damn, that's kind of bad. It's possibly dangerous, because Yamato could... I don't know, can she blap me from over that island? Possibly. So I need to just disengage here. Okay, I'm fine then. Good. Oh, the Conqueror actually took a salvo instead. I didn't expect that one. That could have accidentally been really painful. Okay, Petra is radaring. Yeah, I'm not getting out of this radar. The only way is if Petra either sinks or if she... Well, no, it's actually the only choice. The other one is that radar just runs out. But I think Petra is gonna sink. Wow, that druid, man. That druid. And she's probably gonna harass that Yamato too. I'm gonna keep firing with my rear turret. Oh! My friendly Smoland is actually going for the sea cap. This makes going for sea even better. Because obviously that Smoland plays well and we make for a good team, right? I mean, we absolutely ganked that Grozovoi earlier. So maybe we can do it to the Shimakaze as well. I opened the map view by pressing M to see if there are maybe torpedoes around the ARP Yamato in the north. Because obviously the Shimakaze is missing. We're in the sea cap and we can't see Shima. And there's no way that Shima would go south for the Amalfi. It should probably go north for the Yamato, and I wanted to see if there were torps. I was thinking that I would go for the Conqueror here. However, with the Yamato being taken out, we know for certain that the Shimakaze is to the north. And obviously I want to back up my Smoland. Right now I'm still deciding on going for the Conqueror, but then I get detected and I'm like, no way. I am not going for the Conqueror after all. I'm gonna go for the Shima, who for some inexplicable reason decides to open fire against the Des Moines. I understand, you're 10 kilometers away, but it's a Des Moines. You understand that, right? She will just hit some of those shells. And even if you smoke, because you were close enough to get radared, you're probably gonna get radared again. I mean, we just hit 4 shells. Sure, we don't get to fight the Conqueror right now, but if we can take care of the Shima, that might actually be more important. Although, I have no doubt though that our Smoland could have just taken the Shima easily. Yep, Shima's dead. Goodbye. Hydro just in case, obviously. Could be torpedoes.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
And I guess now it... Yeah, there are the torpedoes, but they missed everything. I guess now we're gonna go fight the Conqueror. The problem with fighting a Conqueror is twofold. One, Conqueror obviously overmatches the Des Moines, but there's also a second problem. Conqueror also has the AP shells, which have they arm faster. So against some battleships, you might be harder pressed to be able to citadel. However, against cruisers, they tend to be more effective. And so I'm a little afraid of going against the Conqueror, but then again, I mean, game's over. We've won this match. The enemy has no chance. I mean, the Conqueror is the only ship left, in fact. So at this point, it's all about just getting slightly more damage, and obviously, it's worth taking a risk here. Because, I mean, even if things go poorly, I still have a Yamato to back me up, a Soyuz, and even a Smoland. Conqueror's over there, AP shells. Oh, her guns were pointed at me. That's not good news. She fired HE. Ha! Weird. But she is angled against me, so my AP stops dealing damage. So I'm switching to HE, and I'm gonna hit the bow. So my plan here is to stay diagonal, and once the Conqueror fires her guns, I am gonna turn in to potentially dodge the shells, but it's risky, and it usually doesn't. Well, actually, I don't know. It usually works, but sometimes doesn't. She fires, we're turning, and no. I just got dumpstered there. Devastating strike, even. But that's the risk you take. I mean, look. I started the fight against the Conqueror, I had 129k damage. Now I'm at 168k damage. I almost did 40,000 damage to her in this short of a span, so yeah, I think it's fine. Smoland torpedoed the island. Maybe she torpedoed the island because of, remember, the torpedo bug, right? Where the torps don't go, if you're turning while launching torpedoes, they go a little off course. Maybe that's why. Although I mean, they were exactly on point on the Conqueror, just the island got in the way. He definitely deserves a compliment though. We had some pretty good teamwork, and she even finished off the Conqueror here. We definitely had some great teamwork. We took out the Grozovoi, we took out the Edinburgh and the Maya, we took out the Shimakaze together, and we took out the Conqueror. This is also a great game though. Confederate, Double Strike, First Blood, 2,471 base XP. Sadly, I didn't get the Kraken. I would have had to sink the Conqueror for that, but that's alright. It's not that important, because you don't get flags anymore, so who cares really, right? Commander skills and upgrades are just the same as they were in the other video. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and happy 4th of July. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.